Oh no, it's a Greg. Alright, we're here. And we're going to spend a whole lot of time in NEI. Because there's probably not a whole lot I can actually build and or test. I'm going to attempt to migrate this into my GT6 adventure world that used to be on the server, and see if I can do some testing of more advanced things over there. I'll make a copy of it so I still have a copy I can use for Greg testing, but I need more advanced stuff to be able to do a lot of the things that he's doing, and we ain't quite got there here yet. So here goes. So changelog, everything from branch 16.13.02, that's Greg's latest release, has been merged into here. I am not reading through this whole frickin' thing because, well, I've already read through this whole frickin' thing. So let's get to the actual, because he put Greg's changelog in his changelog to show what the hell all Greg did, and I'm not reading all that shit because we've been over all that. Anyways, he fixed the recipe for the titanium niobium carbide Dynamo main block to, let's see, titanium niobium. So there is now a titanium niobium carbide gas turbine main housing, engine main housing, plasma turbine main housing, and there's a crucible. I think I looked at that before. And that is the Dynamo main housing there. That's steam turbine, main housing, and that's the... Holy crap! He made everything out of the same metal. What the fuck? And there's even tanks. Alright, so the one he fixed was the Dynamo. So it takes long titanium carbide rods, the wall, 2 T6 circuits, LV battery, and a wrench, and that looks normal for a Dynamo. I'm not sure what it was before. No, Bear doesn't like reading that much. So I want to see turbine. So titanium niobium carbide steam turbine is for some reason less efficient than all the rest. Why is it 66.18 when all the rest of them are 66.66? That's kind of strange. Let's see. Energy in is 99,000. This one's 49,000. Vibranium is 393,000. Then that goes to gas. So the titanium niobium carbide is going to be better than the tungsten steel one? Holy crap. That's kind of strange if you ask me. I would think that the graphene tungsten steel one would be better than this one, and this one would be closer to that one. But yeah, okay. So if this one needs 99,000, what does the barometer give? Let's see, energy out is only 65,536 in steam. So it's not even paired up with it. Huh. Okay. Okay, so I still think it's weird that it has 66.18. Oh, damn it. Fucking spelling people. You know I can't spell. There, fixed it. Here, I'll go fix it on Twitch too. There you go, fixed. Go away. Alright, so next on the list, recipe for titanium niobium carbide turbine was also fixed. Just says turbine. It doesn't say gas or steam turbine. So there's a steam turbine, which is blocks of plates around the main wall, the way it should be. And that one's got that weird 66.18 efficiency on it too. And that's the gas turbine, dense plates, steam turbine, and then circuit, HV battery, and a ZPM motor. Holy fuck. That's osmium and superconductor wires. Holy shitballs. Yeah, I won't be using any steam when I get to that. If I'm still making steam at that rate, I've got a problem. There's no reason that you should still be relying on solid fuels and shit to make steam when you're up that freaking high. That's what reactors are for. Let's see. He did fix the issue with the matter fab and the mass fab, or the mass fab and the mass replicator being the same, because I mentioned that a while back. Because Greg added the matter fabricator, if I remember correctly, this recipe. Then he added the replicator, which was the same exact recipe, but now it's missing one of the LUV force fields, so it's not the same recipe anymore. So both of them can now be created, so that's good. Let's see. When centrifuging energy crystal dust, you can get more sapphire dust was fixed. So energium dust. Didn't know you could centrifuge energium dust. So you can get 1 sapphire and 1 redstone from 2 energium dust. Make energium dust is 5 and 5 give 9. Well, that's still not going to math out perfectly, because you only get 9 of the dust out from 2 things of 5 you put in. So giving 1 and 1 out, there's still going to be a way of getting extra something. It would still end up being a loop. Why wouldn't you just make the recipe 9 energium dust in the centrifuge gives you 5 sapphire and 5 redstone? Wouldn't that make more sense? Hey, Jake. What the hell are you guys doing talking about titanium? Or talking about creative. I ain't using no fucking creative mode. Creative mode is for pussies. Alright, so let's get to the next thing here. Log back up here. I need my third monitor back, damn it. Oh, wait. Bear need food. Bear eat food. Okay, bear eat food. Bear good, not gonna die. Alright, back to change log. He fixed Terra Firmacraft and Terra Firmacraft Plus rocks, and ores can't be harvested by GT pickaxes. and drills. Nothing I can do with that until I load up with Terra Firma Craft. But so y'all know that was fixed. Fixed a log error of Netherite Plus recipe when Netherite Plus is not loaded. Change the mod name is now GT6 unofficial to avoid ambiguity. Thumbs up on that one. Change thanks to Greg notifying me that dust not being able to be put into the extractor will cause plastic and similar materials unable to be processed into capsules, etc. I reverted the change so extruders can process them now again. Thumbs up on that one as well. Okay, next we have changed fusion reactor Mark 1. Apparently we have more than one fusion reactor now. Great. I hated that bullshit in GT5u. Well, apparently we don't have another fusion reactor yet. It just says Mark 1. Okay, so what's it say here? Fusion reactor Mark 1 now requires LU for start energy and EU for the maintenance energy. Since a tokamak design is used here, electricity should be used to maintain the current in the coils. And that's something I will have to check out when I port this over to the other world. Wait, TFC and TFC Plus don't have GT tools harvesting them. I guess, Greg, I can go try it out if you want me to with GT6. I thought when I originally did GT6 and Terra Firma Craft a year ago or so that I could mine with one. Thought I was using a flint pickaxe. But let me get done with this change log and remind me, random Greg, Shadow, somebody, yell at me and tell me to load up with Terra Firma Craft and I will go check it. Alright, back to change log. Change PVC production yield was decreased. PVC, not PVP. We're not trying to fight anything. And PVC doesn't show up in there. Damn it. I'm guessing. Let's see. Does plastic work? No, that's just regular plastic. Now I gotta try to remember what PVC stands for. It's something chloride. Polyvinyl. That's what it is. I speak plastic. That's polyethylene. Polytetrafluorine. Where's the one I need? Ethylene, polytetrafluoroethylene, polyvinyl chloride. It's green apparently. And I should need the dust. I'm guessing that's how we create it. And it looks like it's definitely not the ingot. Dust. with heat mixer. So magnesium chloride dust does not get consumed. Catalyst, along with titanium tetrachloride, which is 5 liters, and vinyl chloride, which is 500 liters, gives you 1 polyvinyl chloride dust. Vinyl chloride is a heat mixer with chlorine and ethylene. 125 and 125 gives you 125. Shouldn't that be 250? At least I would think it should be 250. That's how my math skills work. What the hell is Ultima bitching about already? I seen him say hi, so I know if Ultima says hi, I need to scroll the fuck up because he said something else above it. Because he never says hi first. They probably blocked GT6. Why would TFC want Greg's weird tools anyways? They have special durability system for tools themselves. Shut up, Ultima. And TFC stone durability tier, I think, did have an issue with GT6 tools. Things as the way they did it. If I remember correctly, either the GT tools lasted way too damn long or they were short, but I can't remember what it was. But again, I'll check it in a little bit, so who gives a shit? Okay, next. Not sure what the PVC production yield was. That's what it is now. So go with that. Change. There is now a config option to choose whether long distance pipes can be crafted with less material. Why would you want to make those things cheaper? That doesn't make any sense to me because those things are way powerful. I use the shit out of them. They should be expensive as fuck. And they are. Plastic sheets, Electrum. Wait a minute. You really get 16 of them for one recipe? Is that config turned on by default? Because I don't remember getting 16 of them for one recipe. But you might. I didn't craft the damn things. That looks like the right recipe there. I honestly don't remember. Now I remember this one giving you a bunch of them. Maybe it was 16. I'm just forgetful. So I didn't change the config. No idea what it is now, but apparently there's a pussy mode recipe for people that, you know, need a pussy mode recipe. Let's see. Where were we now? Rename the oil cleaner into fuel cleaner. That's a good change because it doesn't change oil, or it doesn't clean oil. Cleans fuel. There's the fuel cleaner. I'm going to have to get built after we make our distillation tower. Let's see. Lowered the cost of fuel cleaner and clean stainless steel machine casings. Oh hell, why did I do that? That's going to take forever to find. Stainless. let's see. Stainless steel wall, dents, frost, cracking, clean. So the clean stainless steel machine casing is now 6 double stainless steel plates and 2 stainless steel rods. And I do believe that is just used for the fuel thing, right? And that uses frostproof. That uses distillation tower parts. That uses cracking tower parts. That uses the stainless steel machine casings. Okay, that's what I figured. These are walls, electrolyzer. Okay. So, again, not sure what that recipe was, but that's what it is now. So, if you've already built it, you may want to get your material back from it. And I'm trying to stop sleeping in all the time. Shut up. Don't piss off the Greg, damn it. That's my job. Let's see. Altered the time cost of fuel cleaning in mixer and fuel cleaner so that it's more balanced. So, what the hell? Oh, I haven't did restart the server today. Why in the hell did it kick me off? Let's restart the server again. Alright, hold on. It's giving me this bullshit. Oh, wait a minute. It's not yet. It's not that the server needs to be restarted. I can't get to the server to log in. I think the server's having issues. The first time I've ever had it where the server was having problems. It shows it's there, but I can't even get to the website. And it shows it's just barely there. They're having issues with the server today. No, it ain't Bear. Bear's, if I was having an internet problem, you guys would know it because the stream would be fucking up. And I don't pay for this server. This server's been paid for the next year in advance by one of our patrons. He's paid for 3 years for us. Alright, it looks like I can get in the server now, but it's still really slow. It looks like I got a better connection now. Hey, look, we're here. Alright. Hopefully I will stay here okay. If it crashes out on me again like that, then we will go to single player, since I'm not really doing shit in here anyways. Just kind of looking at NEI shit. Yeah, I just went and checked the Discord to double check that I restarted this morning, and right there, server started. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because I know I forget it from time to time. Alright, so again, we need the fuel oil with sulfur. So you've got fuel oil with sulfur and hydrogen, gives you your fuel and hydrosulfuric acid. 100 and 800, and you get 650 back out. And this one takes 200 ticks, where the oil cleaner only takes 100 ticks, and it's 100 and 1600, gives you 1600 and 100. So it takes half the amount of time, and it does twice the amount of fuel at a time, and you don't lose any of your fuel. So it's definitely an incentive to get the oil cleaner up and going as soon as possible. Check back to these guys. I gotta keep flip-flopping back and forth. Oh, fuck. We forgot to do that. No, we don't need any skeletons spawning behind bear. I fixed it. I'll look at it again in a second. Alright, so mixer 800, 100 to 600 to 50, 200 ticks, takes 64 GU, which would be RU in this case. And then the oil cleaner is 64 GU a tick at only 100 ticks, 1600 liters with 100 liters of hydrogen, gives you 1600 liters of fuel and 100 liters of hydrosulfuric acid. Alright, so that's all taken care of. Now let's look at changelog again. Where are we at? Lowered the cost, altered the time cost of fuel cleaning. Okay, fermenting recipes now needs a selector tag. So let's look at biomass, which before I look at this, let me read the next thing, because I know this is what he's been working on. When fermenting biomass from biological resources, you can choose to boost its efficiency by providing biomass flora. And now you need more I done golden apple juice and I done apple juice and golden carrot juice to ferment biomass. Okay, so we have the regular biomass here. Which one is it? Alright, so biomass, you now need a selector tag, doesn't get consumed, and you can put in biomass flora, which will give you extra biomass, or you can just do the regular juicy stuff and whatever, and that is the tag of 0. Apparently the tag of 1 is if you're using the flora stuff. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So the flora stuff is made in an incubator with AMYLUM solution. I have no idea what that shit is. And culture disc. Culture disc is an injector, an empty culture disc, and diluted biomass, and bacteria culture medium. culture disc itself is just a polytetrafluoroethylene plate in a sharpener, cuts it into a dish, and then the whatever the fuck that is solution I can't pronounce is some kind of flour and water. So your regular dough recipe. Wait a minute. Isn't that just yeast? He really ought to make a thing if he's going to do this. Because me and Dan were talking about doing something similar to this. Where to make bread, you needed to make yeast. And then you could use yeast for the fermenting process. So he's got almost half. He's got like half of our thing done. But you would need to put like wheat flour, and I can't remember what it is. Let me go look at Wikipedia real quick, because Crazy told me what it was. Making clean a jar with hot soda water, 1 tablespoon of soda, and 1 1/4 cups of hot water. Rinse and put the date on the jar. Okay, add the sugar and the water if necessary. Cut the product into smaller pieces to fit into the. Is it really? I thought you could use yeast. I didn't know you had to use sugar. I thought you could use wheat. Oh, but that's not Wikipedia, anyways. But yeah, so you should be able to use like his mix. Just use a mixer with sugar water, because we actually have sugar water, and just leave it. It would have to sit though. So you'd be better off to do it in a mixing bowl. Well, no, that doesn't do shit. What is the thing that does the? Because you just need to leave the shit for a long time. But then he could add the yeast in here, and then you would get a bit of the yeast back out, which I guess is what this solution shit is. And then you could use that to do the incubation thing. At least it's partly there. Alright, so how do we make this incubator? Double silicon plates, T3, 5, T4. This is a. It looks like T3 is the lowest circuit you can use. A thermometer, an HV pump, nichrome wires. Alright, that's not too terrible. Alright, so let's get back to the change log. Oh, let's look at the golden apple stuff. So we have golden carrot juice, golden apple juice, and golden cider. So fermenting, it now uses 162 liters of golden carrot juice to 1620 liters of biomass with whatever the fuck you're putting in there. Wheat type stuff, it's 288, 2880. Carrot is the same, potato, all that good happy horse shit. Golden apple juice. A fruit smoothie. Oh, oh, that's making golden cider. I was gonna say, where the hell's the thing it's fermenting with? That's just making cider. Alright, so this one is 1458 liters, and it gives you 14,580 liters out. And then we get to the actual good stuff you put it with, and it's 2592, and it gives you 25,920 out. Alright. We use golden cider for fermenting? No. What was the other golden thing? There was golden carrot, golden apple. Still don't know what the done stuff is in front of it. There's golden apple juice. Oh, just regular apple juice. That is 67 to 202 and 120 to 360. Alright, so that's the change for that. IV batteries are now made in a welder with a higher cost. So apparently we have batteries. We have IV lithium cobalt batteries. Let's see. IV nickel cadmium batteries, IV lead acid batteries, and IV alkaline batteries, and the lithium manganese. So let's see. Lead acid IV battery, that is not in a welder. Platinum cables, battery alloy, lead acid. That is literally the same recipe as the EV, just with a higher battery or a higher cable and I think it's even the same circuit. That, to me, should definitely be more expensive. Because why would you ever make an EV one when you can spend basically the same stuff and make that one? And it doesn't have any extra cells in it. Alright, so let's look at alkaline. So the alkaline is better. The lead acid needs to be moved in here. So it takes double battery alloy plates, 4 of them, with 8 of the alkaline bucket button cells, and a T5 circuit, and it has to be T5, where this one can take a T5 or a T6, which this one can take a 5 or a 6. So shouldn't this level take only tier 6 circuits instead of 5 or 6 circuits? And then it also needs IC2 coolant. I'm guessing that's for the welder. It's not actually going in the battery. Let's see, nickel cadmium, same exact recipe, just with nickel cadmium cells, and again a T5 circuit. Lithium cobalt, Same thing, but this one needs the T6 circuit. So, yeah, I'm saying he needs to change those. Take a T6 circuit. Not sure why they take T5. And then this is the same as this one. So that one and this one. That's lithium manganese. And that's lithium cobalt. So exactly the same thing for all of them. Versus our counterpart recipe is the EV. Yeah, I can go with that, except for the lead acid one being weird and shaped for some reason still. Hey, Steven! How's it going, man? Long time no see. You gotta stop working so hard, man. Alright, so let's see here. Now, one thing I would love to see is if we could get all of these recipes put into the welder so we can automate making batteries, because I remember back on the last server we made these EV batteries. We were making stacks of them damn near at a time. So if we could have a welder recipe for them, it would be nice. And that would also eliminate needing the wire cutters for the lower tier ones that need them. How expensive is the welder thing? Oh, we've got tiers of it. Stainless steel, obviously, because Greg made it. Laser welder has to take stainless steel. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want T1. That's 3. Want 1. There's 1. Okay. Galvanized. Yellow. Stainless. Yeah. We could definitely do that. Now, what does these take? Oh, good. They're not excessively expensive. We ain't going to need some tier 5 level of the welder to do it. That's one thing I hate with frickin' GT5u stuff, is when you gotta make a better version of your machine every level. Let's see. Circuit plate is now named as plastic circuit plate. That is because we now have all kinds of circuit plates. So this is the plastic circuit plate. Same recipe as before. Plastic sheet, some kind of silicon dioxide, except now it needs copper foil added to it. We didn't have that before. It was just these two, so now it needs foil, which is kind of weird because that's what this is for. And the press now needs electro etching solution, which that makes absolutely no sense. Why are you putting the circuit wiring on it if it's already got the foil and you're etching the wires into the foil that you put on in the first process? That makes no sense whatsoever. So the electro etching solution is water, hydrogen peroxide, and hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen peroxide needs the lightning processor at 256 to make it, or a mixer with water and peroxidous sulfuric acid. Whatever the fuck that shit is. Gives you sulfuric acid and hydrogen peroxide. 375 and 750 give you 875 and 250. Anybody want to do the math and see if that works out? How do we make this shit? Sulfuric acid in an electrolyzer will give you hydrogen and the peroxidous. That shit. The brown goopy stuff. No, nobody's here from the GT6u team. He will watch this after I get done and go from there. That fixes literally just a line in the changelog stating it's fixed without having changed anything. Well, we'll get there, Greg. We'll get there. We'll check it out and see if it's any different. If you want, I will run GT6 and Terra Firmacraft and then run GT6u and Terra Firmacraft and see if they're different. I got all damn day, so test whatever the hell I need to test. Alright, so for anybody that doesn't know, there is now a phenolic circuit plate, an epoxide circuit plate, a multi-layer epoxide circuit plate, and an aluminum printed circuit plate. So this is the basic circuit, which still uses the copper level. And then there's the good, which has to be done in a circuit assembler. And this is where we start getting into the whole GT5u fucked up bullshit, where you have to level up your circuit assembler, I'll bet you. So it uses that and should be any of the parts here. And then the better circuit plate will also give you the good one. And then advanced needs the golden one, which is the epoxide circuit plate and gold wiring. And let me guess, this has copper foil on it. It shouldn't have copper foil on it. It should have gold foil on it. Fiberglass and epoxide plate. Epoxide plate, I'm guessing, is going to come from dust as well. Dun, dun, dun. So that is sodium hydroxide, phosphoric acid, bisphenol, and epichlorohydrin. Epichlorohydrin is potassium hydroxide, and dichloroisopropanol, which is magnesium chloride catalyst, hydrochloric acid, and glycerol. Glycerol, for anybody that doesn't know, you can get out of a distillation tower from Biomass. It's what's used to make nitro fuel. You can also just do it in a distillery with Biomass. And apparently there's a heat mixer recipe now with methanol, sulfuric acid, and coconut oil, which will give you methyl, whatever the fuck that is, glycerol, and a little bit of sulfuric acid on the backside. Alright, and then let's see. The blue plate is going to be the multi-layer, which is cheaper. It only takes 4 foil. It does take more fiberglass. And again, it uses copper foil, which should be the platinum foil. Fiberglass, we're using performulated bushing in a bath with liquid glass. That is 3 double plates and bolts instead of screws, the hammer and a file to make that thing. And it is just a catalyst, and this runs for 20 ticks, and that makes your fiberglass. And getting liquid gas as well. Easy. But like I said, I do believe that good circuits, or that's basic circuit. Good circuit uses 32. Advanced circuit, oh wait a minute, it does only use 32. I thought we had to upgrade them, but it takes way longer. 128 to 512. Elite, now that's where we have to go up to 128. Then Master is 128. Ultimate is 128. Alright, I have less of an issue with it when it only jumps 1 tier. And we don't have to just keep making the same machine for every freaking tier. Because I absolutely hated that shit. Now these need the aluminum printed circuit plate in the center with T6s around them. And then they're made in a circuit assembler instead of a press. And that's needed for 480. So you will basically need 3 different levels of circuit assemblers to do them. And I would suggest that this one should take soldering alloy in here, because that's one thing that's missing in all of these recipes is, oh, you do still need to solder it. Okay. Where's the, there it is. There's the actual recipe. That's the one I was looking for. Forgot, look for the little tick marks you've added to the top. But I would say that these should probably have soldering alloy to, you know, affix it on there, since it's not pressed in there anymore. Alright, so let's get to the next changelog thing. So here's the circuit production is majorly changed. Different circuits now need different circuit plates to craft, and you need electro etching solution to make circuit board. Press now has a fluid input and an output. We already looked up that stuff. He has added achievements for GT6, which will make at least one person I know very happy. So there are the achievements that we have so far, which is ouch, it's sharp, grab a piece of flint, make a flint knife and a flint pickaxe. Let's go make sure these things actually work. Something I can actually do in the world that's not NEI. Now, the flint one, can I get that from picking it up off of the ground? I don't know if I just throw it on the ground and pick it back up. We gotta have some flint around here somewhere. There we go. Oh, I just get it when it's in my inventory. I can just pull it out of a chest. Alright, so there's that one. Now we have single trouble, craft a knife, mining helper, craft a pickaxe. We need that. That gives us our knife. Now does this count? Aha, it does. I don't have to make the flint one, I just have to make any one. Oh, and by the way, for anybody that hasn't noticed, somebody went crazy with the paint again, and now everything in here is white instead of blue. I don't know why in the hell XAR has to keep getting a hold of paintbrushes. I'm going to have to ground him from the paintbrushes soon, I think. Every time I come in here, shit's different color. Alright. You need fire, place grass bale, and wait for it to dry. Let's see. Take my new knife out here. How many did I get? 8, 9. Although I would suggest adding a achievement for making a regular crafting table or making a hatchet to get your first wood. I would say that should be added in here before this achievement. So that doesn't hit the achievement. So I'm guessing it's going to be when we get the actual dry grass. That's when it kicks. Alright, so that achievement is done. And then pretty hot, craft a furnace. Wait a minute. Hold on, shouldn't the furnace... Yeah, there's a hot topic in regular Minecraft for making a furnace. So why in the world would we have a furnace recipe here? That would end up giving us 2 for the same thing, and the furnace should be behind the pickaxe, not behind the dried bale. No, they're still not working. QWERTY's gone. I don't know where the fuck he is. I've messaged him multiple times. I'm going to talk to the GT6u guy about adding a way for us to either disassemble or repair our drills. And as soon as he does that, I'm taking GregTech out of the pack, because that's literally the only reason I have it left in here, is in case somebody wanted to use this table and you can't fucking use them except the 3D thing, and the being able to fix your damn drill, since Greg couldn't add us a way of fixing it because he thinks a drill should be disposable. Fucking nuts. But let's go ahead and do this furnace recipe. I'm not quite sure why we need 2 make a furnace achievements. Damn it. He's got that one with shit in it. Thought you could use any cobblestone to make a furnace. Oh, dumbass. Gonna have the fire starter. You know this recipe. You made it 100 times. Put the fucking fire thing in the center. Nah. Nah. Okay. There's that. Here, sit with your friends. Behave yourself. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It takes forever to get here. Oh, hey, he added way more stuff. Blacksmith setup, craft any stone anvil. Does it have to be stone? Huh? It's either a crafting thing or it does have to be stone. We should have some rocks around here, though. Dun, 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 dun. That is the wrong anvil, thank you. I need the good anvil. I need this here. No. Here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's actually the blocks, dumbass. Now it's going to take me a week to get all these out of here. Can't use the damn GUI. Alright, let's get enough of these. That. We probably have some somewhere, but, you know, this needs to be... Wait a minute, did that say cobblestone? Smooth, tile, chisel, windmill stuff. Bricks? Oh yeah, it can be cobble. Yeah, I ain't gotta cook the shit. Although I should have to cook the shit. Alright. And there's that. Now we got a crappy one of them we don't need. I'm gonna have to get some more food. I am running. Hey, we got purple grapes. Let's eat grapes. Although, I should be able to... That... Make it last longer. Mince, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now it wants me to make tools. Burning box, crucible, and engine. And we'll get into all of those later. I'm not going to sit here and run through every one of these achievements. Got other stuff we need to get tested today. But they are working, so that's nice. Let's see. Biology item group. Note, many things in this group are in no way useful at the current version. This is somewhat a work in progress. So we're going to leave it alone until it actually gets done. A large extruder, a multi-block using EU that is able to do 64 parallel recipes with 50% efficiency. So extruder. large extruder. Needs dense tungsten carbide walls and dense tungsten carbide plates. Then 4 circuits or higher. And it looks like T4 circuits or higher. And let's see here. That's the extruder. There is no large extruder. It uses the same shit. So I'm not sure how much. Let's see, power 2048 EU, so 512 minimum, 32 768 maximum. It is a 3x3 with 2 meters in between, made of the block you crafted this of. And oh, okay, so it's kind of like the old cracking machine where you have a 3x3 on each end with 2 meters in between, built out of the dense tungsten carbide walls. And then a 3x3x2 of 18 large carborundum coils in between, main centered on side bottom of one of the 3x3 facings outward. Input and output it anywhere except the coils. Alright, so we'll have to get that built over on the other world when I get it made. I'll try to do that today, because he's added a bunch of multi-blocks I need to get tested and built and do the build videos for. There is now a large crystallization crucible, which is a multi-block using HU, able to do 64 recipes in parallel, which I'm not quite sure why he chose to do the extruder with coils and taking EU when the crystallization uses HU still, but yeah, done. Where is the... There it is. Large crystallization crucible, which needs dense tungsten carbide plates, dense tungsten carbide wall, and circuit T4 again, or higher it looks like. And then it's a 3x3 base of heat transmitters, then a 3x3 of iridium walls on top of that, then a 3x3x2 hollow of the block you crafted this out of, which is the dense tungsten carbide wall, main center on side top of crystallization crucible, facing outwards, input only possible at the iridium walls. If this is going to be at the top, where the hell is the output going to be? Because the output is usually at the base of the main thing, is where you get your automatic output. And this doesn't say anything about where the output's going to be. It only says where you can input the shit. Which you'd think if it was a crucible, that you would input it through the top center, not through the iridium walls. So we'll have to check that out when we get to that point. Where is the latest GT6u file? There's a channel called Mod Releases. That's where the mod releases go. let's see. The draining well he added, which is a multi-block that drains water from underground using RU. This is an alternative to infinite water for some mod packs. Now, my question is, it's a draining well, so does it actually drain the underground water? Bottom 3x3 of steel walls, then 4 steel walls at edges hollow, then 4 steel walls at edges hollow, top 5 steel walls at edges and center, main block centered on side, bottom, and facing outward, centered below 1x1 pillar of well pipes. The tip of the well pipe has to be at Y30 or below, and the length of the well pipe has to be at least 10 blocks. Liquid output at the hole on the top layer and beneath the main block. Item exchange at the middle layers. Why would there be item exchange unless you can put the pipes in it? It can be overclocked with additional energy loss, and it takes 16 RU a tick from 16 to 4,000. And it is huge wooden fluid pipes surrounding a still wall to create. Alright, so we'll test that over on the other one as well. Biochemical Research Laboratory, which is a multi-block machine, requires LU to start for most recipes as disinfection cost. So there's the Biochemical Research Lab. It is iridium wires 2 times, long iridium rods, a precision manipulator done in a welding machine at 256, tiny titanium plates, small titanium gear, 2 titanium rods, magnetic niobium rod, long rhodium rod, and an emerald crystal processor. Biolab consists 2 exactly same modules and a connection part. Each module is a 3x3x3 hollow sterile machine casing with its bottom centers at large copper coil. On side centers locate 4 ventilation units. Place the 2 modules on same level with 1 block space in between them. Main at side bottom of the spacing right between the 2 modules facing outwards. Fill the bottom layer of the spacing with 2 sterile machine casings. Input and output items and fluids at any of the casings. Energy input at the top centers of the 2 modules. Requires LU to disinfect before start. Energy in is 128 EU a tick. 128 to 8,192. That's going to be interesting. Sterile machine casings. And those are polytetrafluoroethylene plates around a stainless steel wall with a hammer and a wrench. And now there are coconut trees and its derivatives. And it's compact for beanies mods. They are likely to grow along beaches and swamp areas. I will go to a fresh world and see if I can find one of them. We've done so much exploring around here, it would take forever to find it. 4 kinds of bacterias in biomass flora bacteria cluster. These bacteria are helpful to increase efficiency in fermenting and producing organic gases. So there's more bacteria than what I've seen. There's bacteria differentiate protein neutron, whatever the fuck that is. Culture medium, sludge, bacteria vector, polymerizing bacteria, and bacteria. Okay. So this stuff in an incubator. MS. Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta do a quick old man break before we jump down this fucking rabbit hole. This one's gonna take a minute. Be right back. Alright. Let's start jumping down this rabbit hole. So in an incubator we need MSC supplement and this stuff. make more of that stuff. MSC stuff is glucose dust, inorganic salt mixture dust, protein and stroke physiological saline solution, protein, I'm guessing this is part of the stuff that isn't available yet, because I don't see any way of making the protein yet. And okay, so there's the biochemical research lab. So we can make this stuff. Now that's a different one. That's a nerve cell. Calcium chloride dust. And whatever the hell that crap is. This one. Gene data. Whatever that crap is. Primer. Gene is restriction. Endonucleus. And DNA solution. Cryo mixer, ethanol, and DNA extract. Extract, SDS, Chris, HCl buffer, ethyl. Holy fuck. Ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Animal tissue homogenate. Unformed embryo and ethanol. So we use an egg in the research lab, and you got a 10% chance of getting that. That makes you your animal tissue stuff. Then the acid is a heat mixer with acetic acid, ammonia, bromine, and ethylene, which, holy crap, you put 400 acetic acid, 200 ammonia, 100 bromine, and 100 ethylene, and you get only 100 of the acid. That sucks ass. Acetic acid is, for some reason, a silver spring. Not quite sure why it's a silver spring. And ethanol. Silver spring is the catalyst, and that turns the ethanol into acetic acid. Seems like a strange way to make acid. Okay. And ammonia. We don't have a way of making ammonia yet. Bromine, that comes from that bromine stuff. And ethylene, we already know how to make. This stuff, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, distilled water, and butane together make the tris HCl buffer stuff. SDS is lauryl sulfite and sodium hydroxide. For some reason, you put 3 of them together and you get 1 of each of those. SDS and sodium perchlorate. This stuff is sulfur trioxide, nitrogen gas, and fluorine and alcohol. Alcohol comes from methyl hydrolurate in a distillery. or from sodium hydroxide, water, and monochlorocaine, and it gives you salt and that shit. Stuff is dodecaine chloride, chlorine, and dodecaine in a mixer. And you can't make the dodecaine stuff currently. Methyl hydro stuff, platinum dust for catalyst with hydrogen, and methyl laurate. Methyl laurate is methanol, sulfuric acid, and coconut oil in a heat mixer. That was how we were looking at getting glycerol earlier. Alright. And I'm guessing this is all the stuff that's still work in progress. So I'm not quite sure why I'm looking at it at the moment. Yeah, bacteria has no recipe yet. Polymerized bacteria, no recipe. Bacteria vector, no recipe. The sludge, no recipe. And the culture medium is glucose dust, stroke saline solution, and agar. Glucose, sulfuric acid, and that amylum solution we looked at earlier will give you glucose and holy water. Not quite sure why it gives you holy water. Holy water is just water that's been blessed by a priest. So I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to be getting that out of this recipe. But okay, we'll go with that, I guess. And the stroke victim stuff is 1/72nd pile of salts, 64 170. 64 70-seconds. Fuck. With 125,000 liters of distilled water, or 9 salt with 1,000,000 water, distilled water, or 9 small piles with 250,000 distilled water. That gives you your stroke victim saline solution. Oh. Agar is a candleberry and ethanol in a centrifuge. Okay. We'll go with that. And apparently there's a mixing rod. Polytetrafluoroethylene rod sharpened. Used to differentiate bacteria. Huh. We'll get back into looking at that stuff as he adds more stuff. And let's see what else we got on the change log here. To the ethanol, methane, and hydrogen can now be produced by different bacterias with biomass and required nutrition or environment fluids in the incubator. Okay. So hydrogen. Whoa. Ionized hydrogen. Oh, it's shocking. Hydrogen gas. There's the usual electrolyzing stuff. Mixer with iron and hydrochloric acid will give you ferrous chloride and hydrogen gas. If I remember correctly, can you even chloride? Oh yeah, that's the one that we do molten and then we electrolyze it. Okay. Then that's the bath. Is manganese and water will give you hyperlucite and hydrogen. Other stuff. And here is the incubator. So oxygen, biomass, and bacillus will give you hydrogen. Bacillus is a cultured disc, bacillus, and whatever the hell that solution is. This is a culture disc empty, bacillus and bacteria culture medium. Okay, the Chem Research Lab is going to give you the first bit of this stuff, along with some bio waste. Sorry, but he's losing me with all this biochemical stuff. I'm all into the fucking chemistry shit, but I'm not into the whole biochemistry shit. That's a little more of that's where Bear's brain kind of teeters off a bit. This is where you use the mixing rod. You need oxygen and methanogens and biomass flora. This stuff is more of that solution and a culture disc of that stuff. Bacteria culture medium and how do we make that is needed a biochemical. You know how many of these biochemical labs you're going to need? Holy shit. There's methane, yeast. There's yeast, damn it. And biomass flora. And that gives you bio waste and that crap. And yeast he has made with yeast and bacteria medium in an empty culture disc. But we need a way of getting the yeast first, which apparently he does in a research lab with biomass flora. And that needs this frickin' aluminum stuff, which is the flour and the distilled water that makes the bread. Looked at that earlier. Bio waste has no use yet. Hopefully there's something we can do with it other than just void it eventually. And I'm guessing ethanol and methane are going to be down the same weird lines of biochemical stuff here that isn't complete. And phenolic circuit plate, epoxy circuit plate, multi-layer plate, aluminum printed circuit plate, and perforated bushing and fiberglass were added. And that is the end of the changelog. So with that, Greg, did you do the testing on your own, or do you still need me to do the Terra Firmacraft GregTech pickaxe testing stuff? I seen you already included a few GT6u tests or fixes on your side. I don't think he's here. I think he's off in Greg land. Well, let's go check it anyways. Stand by. Let me go see take this one, copy it, GT6u, fix. And I need to get actually, let's I want the GT only. Copy that one. I don't need all that extra stuff. That will take forever to get loaded. Fix. And TFC. Let's get old GregTech removed from there. Permacraft in there, and GregTech 13.2. Go load that up. That, then I can go check, see how Greg's pickaxes work on Terra Permacraft rocks. Put up the loaded up with TFC or Q. How that one works. Loaded up the player, the world. 6. And once this gets done building our new world, we'll go ahead and check it out. Hey, look, it's TFC. It has been a long time, old friend. I need to get back and play TFC again. Probably wait until we get done with ROC, though. I might even try out that GT6u TFC pack that dude made. We need to get shovel made. You are a dumbass. Let's do that again. There we go. Shovel. I'm going to see if I can find some gravel. If I can find some gravel, technically I should be able to dig down. Well, be able to get some flint. We can try to make a GregTech flint pickaxe. Although technically I need to get, wood and stuff to do that, so I have a crafting table, but, well, we're going to need a crafting table for that. We're here for testing, we're not here for 4 hours of me trying to look for enough stuff to make a crafting table. Give me mode. Voila, we got it. Alright, give me stick. Okay, that's one problem I see right there. There needs to be a way of turning off one of the two sticks. And the rocks ain't quite as bad, but the stick thing's a little weird. And we get 2 different kinds of sticks from it. We have the actual Terra Firma craft stick, and we have regular Minecraft stick. Yay! This is why I said TFC and 6 don't really tend to like each other. Alright, let's go see. It works. I don't know why it's not supposed to work, but it worked. Let's see. Just for testing purposes, can I find a... no. Doesn't have it in here. No. Let's see. Find something that looks like an ore. I wanted to check on the ore, but that's platinum nugget. Let's look over here in this ravine. That goes down a little ways. I can't remember what rock platinum is found in. Let's go down here and look. Now be careful I don't kill myself here. Don't see anything that looks like platinum down here. Hey XAR, how's it going? I'm just testing something for Greg. There was something in the GT6u changelog that Greg was questioning, so I'm testing it. I don't see where it's different, so I'm gonna try an ore if I can find one. Shit. No, we're not doing bear on bear violence. There's no bear on bear violence allowed. No. I'm not getting my ass chewed on by a bear today. That is ore right there. I don't know what it is, but it's ore. I gotta see if I can figure out how to get down there without dying. As well, I know how to die. Quite good at that. I would like to do this without the dying. That is a long way down there. Dun, dun, dun. Stop falling. And it's gonna do the, yeah, that's what I figured, because it's missing some right there. And I don't think I can make that jump. I think that jump will fucking kill me. Alright, well, let's just do this. Because I don't technically have to get back out of this hole. I just have to get in it. And then change. Ouch. That hurt. Thanks. Is there anything under that block? No. Kill myself. Lane? Can you just not fall all the way down there, please? Oh, got it before it fell all the way down. Now I gotta get down into there. Son of a bitch. You know, I could do this the actual TFC way and make ladders. Like a normal person. But no. It's a huge fuck off hole I had to find. But on the side note, at least there's no bears down here. Well, there's one bear down here. There's not the one that wants to chew on Bear's ass down here. I'm going to end up breaking this damn flint pick before I get down here to test it on the ore. Stop falling. Falling is not allowed on Bear's head. Ouch. Alright, so there's Galena. And I got Galena. It works on ore just like it works on rocks. So, Greg! If your ass is anywhere around, I don't know where the fuck he went. It seems like it works perfectly fine with GregTech tools. Oh. And Greg said he didn't know, so I don't even know if he can. I'm just wondering if it. Let me look at what the changelog says again. Let's see. Where was that at? Terra Firma Craft rocks and ores cannot be harvested. Okay, so it was pickaxe and drill. Okay. That's what I was wondering, because I was wondering if it just said tools. Alright, so let's get... there isn't tiers of ore in TFC. All the ores are the same tier. Alright, so just to make sure, let's get GregTech disabled, and let's add the hell is it? There it is. We're at GT6u now. And we'll launch and we'll go back in and see. The only problem I have is dimensions don't work in TFC. So I don't know how you're supposed to go to the Nether or the End. They said they had fixed it, but E talked to them a while back and they said that it was still going to corrupt. It's just a matter of when it's going to corrupt, you don't know. But as soon as you go through the portal, it's definitely going to corrupt. So I have no idea where we're supposed to get all of our GT6 ores. we can get a lot of stuff, but not everything. Alright, so let's go back into the same world, just with GT6u instead of GT6. And let's see here. Pickaxe seems to work the same. Get another ore here. There's another ore, so yeah. I don't see a reason that it wasn't working in GT6 or how that it has changed in GT6u. Yeah, I know it's quite fucking dark down here. I think it's getting to be nighttime. And I'm in this this basalt stuff, so. Well, that's one problem. I can't place torches with a GregTech pickaxe on this block. It won't let me place torches with a pickaxe. I'm guessing it doesn't see it as a valid block. So that's something for Greg. Give me a second, I'm talking to Greg. Please stand by. Gotta deal with Greg. Okay, finally done talking to Greg. He said he knows that they literally put something in the changelog that had nothing changed. So he knew that the that this would be the result that I got. And I can't eat my apples. That sucks balls. So yeah, that's done. So I'm going to end our testing here. I don't think there's anything else I need to test. I'm going to try a little bit later to do the adding GT6u to my old GT6 world, so we can start testing some of the end game multi-block stuff. But I will be right back in probably 10 minutes, maybe 15. We're going to build an electrolyzer and a few tanks, because somebody didn't do it last night. XCR. And we're going to set up tungsten processing. So give me like 10-15 minutes, get everything switched over, and I will be right back. Yeah, one tank is not two tanks. I need two tanks, one for hydrogen, one for oxygen. Technically, I need three, because I need one for chlorine, because we need to run salt to get hydrogen, or hydro. The alloyer is broken, you fix it. You built it, I ain't fixing it. How did you break your thing and expect me to fix it? You have no idea what the fuck's wrong with it. Well, if you just get the electrolyzer and the tanks made, I'll make us an alloy mixer today. You won't need your alloyer anymore. I'll be right back.